Karen Horvath, can you explain how and why and when the cross, quote unquote, was put up on Scientology buildings? Is this just a ploy to make the public think that Scientology is a real Christian religion? It seems obvious to me there is nothing religious about this organization. Thanks, Karen. Actually, I mean, to be truthful, there are religious things about Scientology if you're really going to step back and look at it from a religious perspective. But I get your point, because what you're talking about is religious cloaking, and that is really what Scientology is engaged in, if I'm really being like bluntly honest about this. I don't believe Scientology is a religion either, but there are a whole lot of religious scholars who do, and that argument is a very serious and heated debate. In the academic world, at least. You guys don't hear about it a whole lot, but it's there. It happens. Now, as far as the public, and as far as your question, though, Karen, Scientology utilizes religious symbology, crosses, the minister tab, even wearing minister garb, the crosses on the sides of the church, the prayers, the Sunday services, the religious status we have. All of that is cloaking. It's hiding what Scientology is really all about, which is a money-making scam. That's what Scientology really is. It is a money-making scam. And it scams all of its followers as well as the public at large. But it's scammy as hell. So the religious symbology and the icons and all of that is just there to create a facade of religious legitimacy. And so that's why they use it. And Hubbard adopted all of this way back, 1953, 1954 is when this really blew up. Back in Phoenix, Arizona is when Hubbard really got the Church of Scientology going. And they used a cross. The Rosicrucian cross is the cross they're using. But it's got all kinds of Christian value. And given the fact that about 75% of the United States is Christian or claims to have Christian values, you're going to have this symbology be very, convincing to people. They're going to see that and they're going to instantly associate, Scientology, cross, religion. Okay, it's a religion. And it's just that fast and just that simple. That's how we are. That's how we think. So, if on the other hand, the majority of the United States was Jewish, then it's very possible that Scientology wouldn't use a cross. They would use a Star of David. I mean, they would, in other words, they're going to use the symbology that is going to get across to the most number of people easiest that they're a religion. And so Hubbard adopted in 1950s America the cross. And that's why they have what they have. And they didn't come up with some other, symbology. They use that one. So that's what I can say about that.